My name is Jessica Walker and I'm 18 years old. Growing up, my family and I, we always had pets of cats and dogs and even horses, and they were always like a huge part of my life. We definitely had, I think, more than the normal amount of animals growing up. We took in anybody that needed us. Seeing their connections with each other is huge, and understanding that they are sentient beings. They can be really playful, they sometimes can have little arguments too, but that's just like people do as well. And I think seeing that they are just like people and just like even our cats and dogs kind of made me understand that the compassion that we need to have for them, like, it's so important. So when I was in grade 8, I started a research project called Does Knowledge Increase Empathy and Compassion Towards Animals and the Environment? Over 8 weeks, I brought in different speakers to talk on these different subjects that I felt maybe weren't known of in my class. So I ended up surveying the levels of compassion, empathy in a grade 8 class and a grade 5 class before and after the education. The grade 5 class actually increased more in their levels of empathy and compassion. To me, it was getting to kids earlier and showing them this education is really important to kind of help not only be kinder to animals, but to be kinder to each other as well. I started the sanctuary when I was 13 years old. The Little Red Barn Sanctuary to date has saved over like 10,000 animals. George and Lucy, they were our first rescues. They were two little piglets, and now they are definitely not so little. Daisy was our first cow that we rescued, and from there we rescued some of our sheep, Dolly and Missy. The first big rescue that we did was rescuing leghorn hens from the battery cages, and from there we rescued thousands of them. And we were able to find loving homes. When we look for homes, one of the most important things is that they see them as someone and not something, and that they treat them just like we would a dog or cat. One of the first kind of larger magazines that I was asked to interview for was Owl Magazine, and that was absolutely amazing for me. I'm also the youngest member of the Humane Society's Animal Compassion team. I was the youngest speaker at the Humane Canada's National Animal Welfare Conference. It was an amazing experience to be able to speak to so many people on something that I am so passionate about. My mom is the person that inspires me the most. I remember I hear the stories all the time how she would feed the feral cats that needed help and that were hungry. So I think seeing how she not only takes care of the animals but has taken care of my family, that inspires me to kind of persevere and through sometimes the hard moments in rescue. Recently, we were actually able to reach over 1.5 million people through Facebook about our message of compassion to farm animals. One of the videos in particular that got a lot of views and likes and engagement was a video of one of our cows grieving the loss of another cow that we had that passed away. People seeing that cows and all animals experience grief just as people do, I think is such an important message. Having a sanctuary obviously is a lot of work. Most of my time is spent taking care of the animals or doing our social media. However, I'm also really into science, and also I'm a competitive dancer. So it is difficult sometimes to balance all the things I love to do in my life. For my grade 12 year at Shaftesbury High School, I was actually the student body president, and that was an incredible experience to be able to develop my leadership and my public speaking abilities. This fall I'm starting at the University of Manitoba, and I'm really excited to be able to go and hopefully meet people that share the same ideas that I do. Fighting for animal rights and compassion to farm animals isn't quite accepted in this day. So for me, seeing someone like Nellie McClung continue to fight for what she had believed in, it inspires me to keep going as well.